Right now it's 6. La Crosse's Common Council is set to make a decision on the future of homeless camping bans. And a man is back in court for his third day on trial for a triple homicide.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. La Crosse's City Council is set to vote tonight on whether to remove Houska Park's no camping designation. News 8 Now's Allison Fergit is live at City Hall. And Allison, what are council members saying about this resolution?
Emily, it is a packed house tonight. A lot of people have a lot to say about this. At 4:30 tonight, the city's J&A committee met to vote on this resolution, and they decided that it should move forward to City Council, the full City Council, but without a formal recommendation. Right now, a report from the city says around 230 people living in La Crosse are without permanent housing, and only 70 individuals are in local shelters. That's because those shelters are currently at max capacity. Council member Matt Keel proposed the resolution. She believes Houska Park is the best short-term solution, partially because of its location.
I saw it as the one that had the least negative impact on those that are housed in the community, those that are unhoused that would possibly be there, city staff, as well as the Pathways Home Plan.
And that Pathways Home Plan she mentioned is a collaboration between the city and county to achieve functional zero homelessness by 2029. Previously, the city used Houska as a sanctioned encampment starting in May 2022. The campground designation ended in October of that year. And in March 2023, the city then used around $100,000 in ARPA funding to clean up that area. So the resolution is now at the full City Council to vote on at their meeting that is currently happening. And earlier tonight, the city reviewed a report on other interim overnight shelter options, and City Council members were against pretty much all of the options on that list, if not all of them. Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Fergit. Emily, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allison. During tonight's City Council meeting, members will consider a resolution that could potentially prohibit camping on all city property. Day 3 of Nia Tao's retrial is underway and more witnesses have taken the stand. Tao is one of the two accused of being the trigger man in a shooting that left 3 dead in a West Salem quarry in 2021. A 2023 trial ended with a hung jury. Yesterday, the only living witness to the crime testified, saying Tao was responsible for the murders. And today, someone who was incarcerated with Tao in the La Crosse County Jail is echoing the claim, referring to Tao by his nickname, Kush.
Did Kush say whether or not he was involved in the deaths?
Yes.
How was he involved, as he said it to you?
As the gunman.
Was that the word he used?
Tao's co-defendant, Kamthaneth Ratanasak, was sentenced to life in prison back in January. He accepted a plea deal to testify against Tao in the latest trial and is expected to testify again this time around. A new child alert program is expanding the criteria of what qualifies a person as missing. Today, Wisconsin officials introduced a new system called Missing Child Alert. The new legislation is requiring children to be defined as a person at risk in a missing persons incident. Governor Evers signed Act 272, or the Prince Act, on April 10th after 5-year-old Prince McCree and 10-year-old Lily Peter both went missing but did not meet the criteria to have a missing child alert issued and were later found dead.
Well, definitely cooler, more clouds. You even saw the breezy conditions outside with behind that cold front as the cold air begins to push into the area. Right now, we're still 73 La Crosse, 67 at Eau Claire, even cooler as you go further north. Right now, those are departures from high temperatures. Normally, Minneapolis, 11 degrees below average. That's just a taste of what we're going to see tomorrow, those type of temperatures. Overall, right now, 67 in Minneapolis, but the rest of the area mainly into the low 70s, but starting to dip back into the 60s, mid 60s to go further north. With that cloud cover begin to push in because that low that's circulating up to the north is going to be coming overhead. That will push more clouds as we go throughout later tonight and tomorrow, especially for northern areas, but really it's going to be the wind and the chilly conditions for tomorrow. But for this evening, a little chill there, but the winds will die down a little bit, 60 degrees increase as we go through about 11 p.m. Eau Claire, less in the clouds, cover 2 will lose, and we'll get back to the upper 50s by 11 p.m. with still that west wind around 10, so definitely we'll need a jacket. And overnight we'll see more 50s out there, maybe some upper 40s, more clouds as we get closer to the morning up to the north. Overall, we're going to see less of it further south, so definitely tomorrow you're going to need potentially a jacket, especially go towards the evening as temperatures will struggle to get to 70 in pretty much all the areas.
Oh my goodness, that is such a drastic change.
It's more like we're at the end of September, early October right now.
Sure is. All right, thank you, Greg. Former President Donald Trump addressed the media Thursday from Mar-a-Lago. Trump says he is ready to discuss the issues of the 2024 campaign with Harris next month. He has proposed 3 separate debates against Vice President Kamala Harris on September 4th on Fox News, September 10th on NBC, and September 25th on ABC. This was his first press conference since Vice President Kamala Harris announced Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate. So far, Kamala Harris has only agreed to participate in the ABC debate on September 10th. Van Orden met with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and city officials to discuss the La Crosse levee study and visit high-risk flood sites in La Crosse. The levee study is designed to manage flooding on the Mississippi, La Crosse, and Black Rivers with the help of state and federal governments. The 7 levees protecting La Crosse will be modified, and all structures left in the floodplain will be moved to safety.
This is an example of how government can actually work together. The local, the state, and the federal levels, all making sure that we can have a place that is economically viable to live in.
The levee study was secured in part of the Water Resources Development Act, which helps assess flood risks in La Crosse, Arcadia, and River Falls. Officials with the U.S. Department of Agriculture visited the Dole YMCA this morning to celebrate their efforts in providing food to the community. News 8 Now's Michael Germain joins us in studio to show us a program that is keeping kids fed during the summer season.
Emily, that's right. The Dole YMCA is feeding communities with their summer meal program. The USDA says it plays an important role in alleviating financial stress for families. According to USDA member Cindy Long, on any given day, roughly 30 million kids eat lunch at school. But what happens during the summer months? That is where the YMCA summer program steps in. The program provides free meals to anyone 18 and under, something Long says helps families as a whole.
Are critically important to make sure kids get the nourishment they need, so they can, continue to be healthy, be ready when school starts again, and to take a tremendous amount of stress off those families.
Now, according to the National Director of Strategy and Quality Practices at the YMCA, 1 in 5 kids are unsure where their next meal is coming from. Currently, the YMCA is helping provide over 54 million meals nationally to children 18 and under.
Okay, thank you, Michael. For more information on the program, you can visit laxymca.org/food program. 70 years of memories and sharing stories. We're celebrating WKBT News 8's Platinum Year with a blast from the past.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
I'm the proud son of a single mom.
My mom worked nights to provide for us.
My mom worked 80 hours a week.
But Eric Hovde thinks if you have a single mom, you're going to be poor or a drug addict?
That is a direct path to a life of poverty. It leads to higher drug rates.
That just shows Eric Hovde is ignorant.
Come on, I'm successful today because of my mom.
I learned my work ethic from my mom, my single mom.
What is wrong with this guy?
We provide specialty level care in anything from wisdom tooth removal to dental implant placement to more complex corrective jaw surgeries.
Trying to make it as easy of an experience as you can go through. We're the most experienced clinic in the region for these types of procedures. If you or your family member needs wisdom teeth removed, tooth extraction, dental implants, you found the right place. We'd be happy to see you here.
We work closely with your general dentist. Have a discussion with your dentist about a referral to us.
Tell me about the day that you first found out about Nolan's birth defects.
Everything was normal up until my 20-week ultrasound. I learned my baby would not survive. I did not have the choice to do what was right for me and my family. To think that there's a possibility of a national abortion ban scares me to death.
Derek Van Orden and his extreme positions around reproductive freedoms are why I'm running for Congress. I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Well, August 8th is a special day here at News 8 Now. We're celebrating 70 years of broadcasting. We recently sat down with some of the familiar voices and faces that have shaped our station's rich history. News 8 Now's Alexandra Carter shares more.
From pioneering journalists to longtime anchors, these faces have been integral to our journey. Let's take a look back now at 7 decades of News 8.
Channel 8 News, La Crosse.
For the past 7 decades, WKBT News 8 has been more than just a television station.
I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
We've been your neighbors, your friends, and your trusted source for local news.
Here's what we know officially from police.
I was here on opening day.
Things may have looked differently back then.
Chances are making it 4 in a row.
And along the way.
When I started, there was one computer, and it was in the back corner of our newsroom. It was the only computer that had the internet on it, and it was dial-up, so it was like, you heard the and everybody was sort of afraid of it.
Is News Channel 8's top-notch teacher.
But our commitment to serving you has remained unwavering.
Coming to you from the News Channel 8 studios with I got to be the person that told some really, really great stories, some really impactful stories about people making a difference or tragedies they've overcome.
Jeremy is coming in dayside today. He's normally nightside today.
From schedules to technology, News 8 has evolved with the times.
All of the announcers, and I mean all of them, worked television at night and radio during the day.
The neat thing about a station like this is you get to do everything. I mean, I know to run a camera. I was a cameraman. I was a reporter. I was a photographer. And whatever. So it was a real experience.
But what truly sets News 8 apart is its lasting impact on the lives we touch.
Even still today, I get people coming up and saying, "I remember the time when." You high-fived Bill in the face on air. And people say that to me, or I remember the time when you went viral and you were on national news. Like those kinds of things, people still will bring up and talk about. So you made an impact, and the reach that the station has to be able to make sure they're impacting and touching the lives of all of the viewers that are watching.
From behind the camera to behind the scenes to you at home, the people are the secret to our success.
This is a family-owned company that really prioritizes journalism. And the entire time I worked here, I really felt that. So we were always given the tools and the encouragement that we needed to be a very strongly community-focused news station.
So cheers to the next 70 WKBT. As we look to the future, we remain committed to the values that have defined us for 7 decades.
When I was young and starting, you had 3 channels, 2 in La Crosse. And as far as TV, that was it. Obviously it has changed a whole lot. So that value may have changed. I think its value really comes down to the effort that's put in.
And we look forward to continuing our journey with you, our valued viewers. In the studio, Alexandra Carter, News 8 Now. Emily, back to you.
And I'm very proud to be part of this continued legacy here at WKBT as well. Cooler fall-like temps headed our way. Greg breaks down the days you might need a jacket when we come back.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT hand-breaded chicken sandwich.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Listen, Eric Hovde, Mr. Fancy California banker, I earned my retirement, but you said you would absolutely cut Social Security and even raise the retirement age. Now you want to take away our right to vote? Eric Hovde, you're one heck of a jerk. Will never have my vote. DSCC is responsible for the content of this ad.
T-Mobile coverage in my area is wonderful.
We have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal.
We enjoy hiking. We enjoy the outdoors. The coverage has been great.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
What would Wesco look like in your home? This is Wesco in your living room. This is Wesco in your kitchen. In your bedroom, in your laundry room, even in your bathroom. Wouldn't you like Wesco in your home? Right now, save up to 25% off with discounts in every department. Wesco in Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
We've all seen these ads by Senator Baldwin attacking me. She's lying to you. But that's what career politicians do when they get in trouble. The truth? I was born and live in Wisconsin. I've never run a nursing home, and of course I believe seniors should vote. The false attacks are going to keep coming because she has nothing to run on. Her record has failed us on inflation, the border, and crime. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message for this reason. It's time for change.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag, just $5.99, loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink, all for just $5.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Yeah, we're going to have a taste of the fall-like weather for a few days, and even beyond that, it looks like still mild conditions, no heat or humidity like we typically see this time of year. And really in the forecast, even the next 2 weeks don't look too bad. But really it's all responsible because of a low up here spinning that pushed the cold front through. It's going to begin to push southeastward later tonight. But look at those temperatures up to the north in Canada. That's your high temperatures right now, 50s to low 60s. So definitely tell it's going to be a fall-like, very cold, cool air mass that's going to begin to push south, and entirely the eastern half of the U.S. is going to see this too. So that's the good news for all, even them. But overall, there's your temperatures going on. Right now, the storm track is well to the south, and that will remain. But this low will push some cloud cover in later tonight, especially northern areas. Then as we go through tomorrow, the breezy conditions will pick up in the afternoon with that northwest wind. Cloud cover too. Less clouds as we go into Saturday. It'll begin to push off to the east, maybe a degree or two improvement on Saturday, but still well below average too. So overall, really tonight, it was just the increasing clouds we'll start seeing towards the morning up to the north. Overall temperatures, you wake up in the 50s. That wind will begin to pick up probably late in the morning, and then in the afternoon, the whole area with the daytime heating and this air mass overhead will produce a lot of cloud cover, maybe a sprinkle or a shower, especially further north you go. It's a lot of really hit and miss, but most areas will miss out on that. Winds will continue, peak probably in the early afternoon, 15, maybe a little bit higher than that. Then towards the evening, a sprinkle or two will continue, but you'll definitely need the jacket for any evening activities with that wind still continuing. It will drop off a little bit as we go into Friday night. Saturday, it's really the same story. It's just this low begins to push a little bit further east, so we'll have a little bit less cloud cover, maybe a degree or two in the temps, but still breezy in the afternoon. Once again, just getting up into the low 70s for most areas, mid 60s up to the north. And then as we go into Saturday night into Sunday, we'll see that thing push even further east, as you say, less clouds. We should start getting back up to at least everyone will be in the 70s, maybe mid 70s, even a little bit warmer as you go further south. So Sunday definitely will be the better of the 2 days temperature wise. Now as we go beyond next week, the cool air begins. We get see more mild conditions begin to push east as the jet stream kind of pushes back up north a little bit, but we're not going to see any of that heat or humidity all throughout next week. We're going to start bumping those temperatures up as we go throughout the week, but we're just going to get maybe to average as we go through Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. There are some chances of showers and storms coming in with this change, but for right now, it's pretty low right now. But overall, we're not expecting to see any of that humidity next week, and that's a good thing. If you look at the trends all the way out, this goes all the way to 3 to 4 weeks to the end of August. One thing you notice, we're not seeing a lot of warm temperatures and really wet conditions too. So it could be a dry and mild stretch of weather coming. Tomorrow, these temperatures are more like the end of September. We should see that cloud cover will be in the increase as we go throughout the day. Overall, that's what your temperatures will look like for most of the region. Up to the north, mid-60s with a lot of clouds in the afternoon. Breezy conditions give Saturday, and then we start improving throughout the week, getting back to close to average towards the end of next week with some shower and storm chances. But overall, a nice stretch of potentially dry and mild conditions too beyond that too.
Yeah, so people at Ashley for the Arts and Irish Fest, bring a jacket.
You need a jacket at night,
I know
definitely.
You're going to be dancing and having a good time hopping around, but we still might need one. Okay, thank you so much. Coming up in sports, the Central Riverhawks are looking to build off a good 2023 campaign. Hear from the football team and how they're feeling as the first week of the season continues. Cade is in next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Now is the time to finally get the pizza oven or fire table you've been looking at. Come to La Crosse Fireplace Company's end of the year clearance. In-stock fire tables and wood-fired pizza ovens are starting at 25% off. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
Our son Trent overcame kidney disease and beat cancer. But when he injured his leg, he took what he thought was a pain pill.
It was laced with fentanyl, and it killed him. He was 23.
We reached out to Tammy Baldwin, but all we got back was a form letter.
Obviously, she doesn't care about families like ours. Our kids are dying from fentanyl pouring across our border.
And we can't trust Tammy Baldwin to stop it.
Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
There's never been a better time to enjoy quality Smith Brothers sofa sectionals and chairs than right now during the annual Smith Brothers sale at Drury's in Fountain. You'll save on the latest sofa styles, stunning casual sectionals, and cozy chairs and recliners, even luxurious leather designs. Smith Brothers, made in America by skilled craftsmen dedicated to putting quality first. Plus, there's even special 24-month financing on all Smith Brothers furniture. Smith Brothers furniture at the best prices of the year, now at Drury's in Fountain.
We've all seen these ads by Senator Baldwin attacking me. She's lying to you. But that's what career politicians do when they get in trouble. The truth? I was born and live in Wisconsin. I've never run a nursing home, and of course I believe seniors should vote. The false attacks are going to keep coming because she has nothing to run on. Her record has failed us on inflation, the border, and crime. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message for this reason. It's time for change.
Now is the time to finally get the pizza oven or fire table you've been looking at. Come to La Crosse Fireplace Company's end of the year clearance. In-stock fire tables and wood-fired pizza ovens are starting at 25% off. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
We're on to day 3 of the high school football season. This week always has me fired up, and it also has the La Crosse Central Riverhawks fired up. I was down at their practice earlier this morning, and the team was locked in. The Riverhawks coming off of one of their best seasons in school history, where they finished the regular season 9-1 before falling to Waunakee in the second round of the Division II playoffs. They came just short of a conference title as they fell to Onalaska 29-28 in a thriller and one of the best games of the season. This year, the Riverhawks are looking to build on last year's success as they returned 8 offensive starters, including quarterback Jude Alvarado, who accounted for 25 touchdowns last season. Now, Alvarado is dealing with a slight injury that has him sidelined at the moment, but his confidence is high and loves what he's seen from his guys during the first week.
That first day, hanging with your boys, everyone's hype. It's that first day that everyone's excited about. But it's really the longevity. Make sure that you're there for the second day, the third day. That's when it really gets hard. I think when I'm back, this team's going to be flying by. It's going to be, I don't know. I'm proud of this team. I think that they're going to go far, even with me, without me, so I'm proud.
The Riverhawks will open up their season against the team that knocked them out last year in a very good Waunakee team, but Coach Mitch Olson said it'll be a great challenge to open up the year. To the MLB, Brewers fans, this one was fun. Milwaukee down in Atlanta, first inning, man on for William Contreras, and he gives this ball a ride. High and deep to center field. It's a 2-run shot. Milwaukee takes an early lead. Second inning, now 3-0 Brewers, and the rookie Jackson Chourio going to show off a little bit. He drives this one out to center. That's gone for another 2-run shot. Milwaukee up 5. You want more home runs? Still in the second, and Garrett Mitchell gets a hold of this pitch, almost the exact same spot. It's now 6-0. Third inning, Willy Adames steps in and he says, see you later. This one out to left field, into the bleachers, makes it 7-0. And then in the fifth, now 10-3, but Chourio steps in, and for the second time in the game, Chourio is going deep. This one to right field. Milwaukee's offense explodes for 16 runs as they sweep the Braves. The Brewers put up 52 hits and 34 runs in the series and now hold a 6.5 game lead in the division. An update from France. The USA men's basketball team is advancing to the gold medal round. They were down by 15 to Serbia near the end of the third quarter, but Steph Curry would take over, scoring 36 points and willing the U.S. team to victory. USA will face France for the gold medal Saturday afternoon. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
At Bygoff and Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. Bygoff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Welcome to Washington, D.C. You got a bunch of loudmouth, preening politicians. It's absolute chaos. I'm Derek Van Orden, and after 26 years as a Navy SEAL, there's a few things that I learned. You stay on mission, you know what you're fighting for, and sometimes you gotta get a little dirty to finish the job. Let's go, kids. Not you. Not you. You. Let's go. I'm Derek Van Orden. I approve this message.
When you're looking to update your home, shop the Habitat Restore. The Habitat Restore offers a wide selection of new and gently used building materials and home furnishings at an incredibly low price. From furniture and cabinets, windows and doors, appliances, vintage items, reclaimed lumber, and everything in between. The Restore has what you're looking for, and new products arrive daily. So before you run to that big box store, shop the Habitat Restore, providing families with a place to call home.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
All right, definitely cooler tomorrow. Sort of a couple, really 3 or 4 cool nights. 50 degrees here for both locations. More clouds as you go further north. Some areas could get into the upper 40s. And tomorrow's probably going to be the coolest day of the stretch. Many areas in the 60s, maybe 70. You definitely need a jacket going Friday night coming out.
What a treat for the first week of football practice.
Love it. Feels like,
I
it's like the end of
guess they are
September. It
getting
is
a break.
football weather.
But they enjoy that.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you at 10.